What's up, guys? Welcome, Crypto Fud. Let's jump right into this. All right, so just a quick update on Fetch. I know I just made a video a few days ago, and the title was "Is Fetch about to break out?" And sure enough, that's exactly what we've been doing. When I did make that video, we were still sitting under the 30 cent mark. We were sitting under the 30 cent mark, and I just said, "Man, if we retest some levels here, we're definitely going to see a nice breakout." And that's exactly what we saw. We are currently sitting at around 38.5 cents. I mean, Fetch has been looking so strong. This is one of the particular coins that have just really. I knew this thing was sitting dormant while Bitcoin was kind of, you go back a few months and Bitcoin was really just trying to build itself up. You saw Fetch was getting hit, not like really hard, not making any new time lows, but we dropped down. You can see this was back when I was speaking of, we were down, 18, 17 cents, I think it was. And I was just going crazy, screaming to up the hills, like I'm buying Fetch. This is what I'm doing. I'm buying Fetch, you know? And as we saw these drops, we would have nice little move ups. We would sit somewhere in between this channel right here of like 24 cents, and we'd drop down to like 20 cents, somewhere around those marks. I was just continuing to buy, pointing out levels that I was buying at, that we were having some support, and just adding to my bag. And it paid off heavily. I will say that I did. It's hard for me to say this, but I did sell my Fetch while we were in some of these highs. Now, I didn't catch the local high that we're at right now, but I did sell for a nice profit. Now, don't don't exit me out of the community, because I'm always going to be a Fetch holder. I have all that money that I sold and the profit sitting on the side, waiting for maybe just some small retracement for me to add back in, and obviously use those profits that I made as well. I'm not taking anything out of Fetch. If anything, I'm going to be almost like doubling my Fetch. Hopefully, if everything works out properly. I did, I look and I'm like, man, it's like I've been telling everybody, you don't want to sit here and time the market, especially right now. We're so early in this like bull run that this thing could easily jump up to 50 cents right between now and the next few weeks. So that's something that I will have to sleep with. But one thing I will tell people, and this is what I've learned, is you don't want to get mad at yourself if you made profit, right? Obviously hindsight's 2020. If I'd have known that we were going to jump up to 38.5 cents, I would have just held it and kept, holding it. And if we know that we're going up to 50 cents, I wouldn't sell at all. But at the end of the day, we're here to make money, right? And I believe in Fetch, and I'm not abandoning the project myself. I want to buy it. I want to get more Fetch than what I had, right? So in order for me to do that, I had to take profits and kind of just be patient and maybe wait for a retracement. Because eventually, I think this thing's been moving like crazy. I think we're going to eventually retrace to some of these maybe levels again and maybe bounce, before we really, really take off. I could be completely wrong, and we could be on our way up to a dollar 50 easily. But for right now, I will say we're sitting at 38.4, about 38.5 cents, right? Top of this fib is going to be a spot of some solid resistance right here, where we did bounce our head a couple times, and that's going to be around the 43.5 cent mark. That's what I'm looking for. If we do continue to run up, that's where I'm probably going to see us hitting our head. Now, if Bitcoin, let's say we're sitting at Bitcoin right now, 34,346 to be exact, about 34.4, right? Or 34.3, whatever the case is. If Bitcoin, let's say, out of nowhere today starts shooting up and we maybe get up to about 35,000 and we can continue to move up, Fetch is going to continue to move up as well. Fetch is going to probably end up hitting his head somewhere around this 43 mark, and it might break through. It might break through. Everything's been moving fast, but I do want to just put a full disclaimer, and I'm not putting out any FUD whatsoever, because I believe in Fetch. I believe in Bitcoin and all that. But how the charts usually work is there's always going to be a retracement, a cool off. Things don't always move up completely straight up, right? You'll have nice runs and we'll bounce. We're not going back down to lows, but we'll bounce somewhere and find some support. And then, a few days later, or a week or 2 weeks later, or whatever the case may be, we get back onto that run and we start making new local highs. And that's how the market usually runs. So we'll see how it goes. I really hope I can get back into Fetch at, lower prices than I sold at. That's the goal right there, right? So I can just add, 10, 20, 30, 40% more into my bag that I already had. So, but other than that, just keep watching. If you're sitting on the sidelines like I am now, I'm waiting for a retracement, something where we can find that solid support. 30 cents is usually where I'm going to be watching, around the 30-cent mark. Or if we can break that 30 cents, we did get that major support right here at the 28.6. That's where we basically bounced twice, made that W pattern. Once I saw that W pattern form right here, you guys can see right here, you see that beautiful W right there? W for the win, right? Bounce right there twice at the 28.5 cent mark, and it just shot off, and it's been continuing. Obviously, it's not in a straight line, but it's just been, I mean, you look at this thing looks very, very bullish. So we'll have to see how it goes. But shout out to everybody that's holding on to Fetch, and you weren't weak hands like me and saw that massive profit and just wanted to take it, right? But we'll be all right, because like I always tell you, if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe so you guys know. But if you're new to the channel, I always, the number one thing that I preach is patience. Have patience. Have patience. Don't get FOMO. Don't get that feeling of that you're missing out, or that you're gonna miss out on all these profits, because then you're gonna start chasing stuff, and that's when you're gonna get wrecked. So other than that, guys, make sure you hit the subscribe, hit the like. Let's send this algorithm to everybody out there that's looking up crypto today and this week. They can come across Fetch and know what Fetch is about. AI, autonomous blockchain. This thing's gonna shoot up like crazy in the bull run. We're talking multi-billion-dollar market cap. So other than that, guys, thank you so much.